Guten Tag, mes amis, wie geht's? C'est moi, Dieter, ich bin Dieter. So we're going to celebrate Canada Day a couple days earlier with Dieter. Canada Day for my American and world viewers is July the 1st. So it's a big holiday up here. But anyway, my new friend Matt got me in trouble today. So we're going to talk about friends getting you in trouble. Hang on, I got the fan in the background. I'm going to turn that off because it's making some noise. And I'm not using my ShamWow microphone today. Like Dieter's stuff is really off the cuff. There's proof right there. I'm gonna lip sync now to placate all the Don Henley haters. Get a life. Who gives a fuck? Right. If you don't want to go to his concerts, don't buy the tickets. Then they'll stop. Or maybe he'll do smaller venues. Going, this is the old Don Henley with his real 76-year-old voice. Anyway, I think it's funny how people you wouldn't believe all the responses I'm getting. Like people are like, oh, it's so terrible. No, he's just being an American. Anyway, I don't think any of you guys who are commenting know Don Henley personally, so enough about him. But if you want to ask why he was lip syncing, maybe you should ask Mr. Henley himself, not me, because I don't know. I don't know why. But I'll tell you this. I responded to one guy who says, well, if you pay $200, whatever. So I said, well, does it say on the ticket, if you bought a ticket, does it say, I promise I will not lip sync to any songs. Otherwise, hey, it is what it is. But I told him, I said, and this is true, as much as I like the Eagles or any band, I don't like big venues. Actually, the most fun I've had at any venue ever was Neil Young when he played in a barn, a hockey barn in Regina, my hometown, in front of about 10,000 people, because you could get on the floor. There were no seats. It was just sod-covered floor. You could walk around. That was fun. There were about 4,000 people there. And the B-52s came all the way up from Athens, Georgia, 3 times to the Saskatchewan Center of the Performing Arts because they were so well received. And there were about 2,000 of us, and we just danced the whole time, and that's why they came back. Fred and the girls just go, wow, we're coming back. And they played, I'll tell you this about the B-52s. They played for over 2 hours without taking a break. That's how much fun they had. It was a hot summer day. We were all dripping sweat. The venue held about 2,000 people and it was packed. And everybody, the whole crowd danced the whole time. So those are the most fun I've ever had at any concerts. But I said to this guy, I wouldn't pay $1 for an Eagles ticket. I wouldn't pay $1 for any ticket in a venue of more than 5,000 seats. I don't like crowds. Anyway, I digress, as I always do. But today, Dieter's excited. We're having an unboxing. Why? Because my friend Matt got me in trouble. I went to the local Long McQuaid, which for my American friends is like a guitar center. It's a big store up here. To get this tuner, my favorite tuner, it's a TC Helicon. I think they're a Danish company. I don't know where their stuff is made, but they're designed by Danish engineers. And I've told you before, the Polytune tuner is my favorite tuner. But since I've been going to these jam sessions, and I'm going to one tonight, I can't be a pompous ass like our good buddy Don Henley. That's what people call him, but who don't even know him. And say, look, everybody tuned to Dieter tuning, which is 429, because the keyboards can't do that. So I don't like messing around with my tuner. So my other tuner I'm going to keep at 435, and I tune to D sharp. And my little clip-on D'Addario micro tuners, I have them all set to 429. So I bought this just for these open mics. I'm going to set this to 440. So I don't have to muck around with that, because lots of people and stuff bashing around. But what I'm celebrating today, my friend Matt said, they got your guitar out here. So I thought, Oh, he's seen a couple of my guitars, so he said, well, maybe they got one of my actual guitars out there in the used section. So I rarely look at the used section. So I went there, and they gave me this nice gig bag with it too. And it's a guitar I kind of always wanted. I liked it. And you know, when the price is too good to be true, you just gotta go for it. So I picked up. Now this, my friends, lists at $13.99 or $14.25 or something like that. Canadian. I don't know what it is in the States. Try not to break things here in my limited space. But I got a Godin radiator. Beautiful maple neck, a stained maple neck on it. Rosewood fingerboard. 2 humbuckers. And this thing plays like a dream. And so I inquired. I said, it was $6.99. And I know they do financing. I didn't have $699 in my pocket. But I know I'm a very good, loyal customer. So I said to one of the guys there, I said, I played it. Can I play it? So they plugged it into a Fender amp, because I like Fender amps. And it just sounded amazing. So I said, look, I'm a good customer. I said, what can you do for me? And this is what they said. They looked at my account, and this actually surprised me. Since 2007, take a wild guess, Dieter writes, how much money Dieter has just spent at this one music store. And he's been to more than one music store. $17,900. I bought, I think, 4 or 5 amps there and 5 or 6 guitars from Long and McQuaid. So now I'm over 18 grand. But what they did, I gave them $100 and 6 months, $115, no interest. So basically, I got it for $6.99 and pay $115 for the next 6 months, and with no interest. It's like paying cash. I couldn't pass that up. So you got to hear this puppy. It's sweet. And you go, well, why are you buying another electric guitar, Dieter? And it's just because, okay, it's half price, it's in perfect condition, and it has a unique sound because it's hollowed out. And I don't know if you'll hear it on the... Shit, I have to plug the amp in too now. You really can tell that I don't plan these things. So just give me a sec while I plug in the amplifier. My friends. It's always exciting getting a new guitar, especially one you weren't planning on getting. There we go. So yeah, so this is Dieter's new sleek Godin radiator. Ooh yeah, baby! It's badass black like Dieter's mind. And our captive audience, she's going, wow, Dieter, that's really fucking interesting. Anyway, I don't have the specs on this. I'll go through it in more detail. I'm just jazzed, so I wanted to show you. It's got like a kind of like a Les Paul bridge on it, 2 humbuckers, a nice maple neck with a few nicks in it that I will take out with my scraper, or with my scraper, I think, and sandpaper, and that'll give it kind of a worn look here, right? And but a sweet guitar. I guess the guy sold it back to him because he needed the money, but he paid 14 change. So for half price, and it's a sweet guitar, really nice guitar. So I think I'll take this to the jam tonight, and yeah, it's got a nice. I don't know what kind of body it is. Like I said, if any of you have a Godin radiator, maybe you can clue me in on it. But I will look up the specs on it and post them at a later date. So yeah. So what this calls for, beat that, Jeremy Shepherd Guitar Hunter dude. So what this calls for, and the Polytune tuner. So what this calls for is a celebration. And my friend who has the horses that I like, he gave me some Jimmy Bean Red Stag, I think for my birthday. This shows you how much I drink. My birthday was in February and I haven't opened this. So we are going to, because it's an American drink, we're going to have a shot of Jim Beam Red Stag with a little ice to celebrate Dieter's new fabulous black Godin radiator. And any of you can suggest a name for me. I give all my guitars female names, and I can't call her Blackie because Neil Young has a guitar called Blackie and Eric Clapton has a guitar called Blackie. So if any of you see this and you have a good female name, I used to name them after actresses that I like I named one guitar Sandra Bullock, but I'm disillusioned with her since all of her plastic surgery. I don't like that kind of shit. I'm a natural man, but I can't change a name once I give her a name. So I like to name them after women. So if any of you have a good female name for Dieter's new guitar, let's have a sip of Jimmy Beam Red Stag. Black cherry flavored liquor made with Kentucky straight bourbon. Prost, Kentucky. Prost, Georgia. Prost, the B-52s. Best concert I've ever been to. That's nice. I like the taste of cherries. I'm going to smoke my cigar. Happy plucking measures me. You know, when life is getting you down, maybe you just need a friend to say, hey, take you to a guitar store and say, hey, I just saw your guitar, and put it in your hands, and you look at the price sticker and you go, you know what? I can swing that deal. I can swing that deal. Wiedersehen, happy plucking.